Hey guys, what's going on? King56 here, back at the start screen of Dishonored, but this is different. This is the Knife of Dunwall. This is the DLC that was given to the game that wasn't part of a sort of trial DLC where you just try to beat things within a certain time to get points. This is an actual story DLC, and I think I'd be doing the game justice by bringing it back on this channel because I really love the playthrough I did a little bit while ago, and I had the DLC. It was available to me, and I need to start some more things on this channel, so let's do some Knife of Dunwall action. This is really cool. It's actually a DLC surrounding the character Dowd, which you saw a couple of different points in the game, so I'm not going to belabor this too much. Let's just hop right into things here, and we can start explaining as we go through here. This is a blind run semi through the first mission, so you'll see what I'm talking about once we get into things. So let's just start a new game. And we'll be making a new file, and we will be playing, let's see, yeah, let's play on veteran. It's more challenging. Definitely worth it. There's our character Dowd there, by the way, on the left side of your screen. So let's just go right through here. I will definitely overwrite my autosaves. I'm switching my words around. This shouldn't be too hard. Let's just do things up here. Dunwall Tower. The Wrenhaven River runs through the city of Dunwall. We'll actually probably see a little bit of all of that because this is actually taking place in the same area in the town of Dunwall, as you probably could figure out here. None like her. You can't forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter Emily to the Lord Regent haunts you. So if you do not remember from the previous, well, from the actual campaign of Dishonored, the assassin that kills the Empress in the beginning of the game is Dowd, and you actually confront him in the second last mission, from what I remember. And we actually stole a key from him that showed him that we were better than him as Corvo, but now we're actually playing as Dowd, so you'll definitely see a little bit more about how that story is very interesting in the future.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship on the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserve to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
Get away from her! Corvo!
And here we are not wasting any time. We are right back into Dreamland. If you remember, this is kind of an interesting area where you meet the outsider when we were playing as Corvo. And once again, we're right back here with the Empress. And as you can see, Her Majesty Jessamine Colwyn. Oh boy, should be interesting here. We have a fallen letter pretty much stating that we killed her, which I found kind of interesting because you saw a similar note back when you were Corvo in the same area. So here we are running through here. The game is pretty much tutorializing you once again. What's interesting though is that the blink is slightly different, which I think is kind of cool, but you'll see that in a little bit. If you're standing still and you hold blink, time will actually stop and bend. So I thought that was a really cool addition here. This is the painting area in the castle courtyard that we actually passed when we were Corvo. So you'll see a lot of similar sights, and you'll experience a lot of the same things, I'm sure, of what is going on here. So you blink all the way up this way. This really isn't too difficult once you've gone through it, and even if you haven't, you just kind of amble through tossed over carriages. I think it's a really cool, very chilling way to start the DLC. It's picking right up where the game left off, seriously, especially if you had the high chaos ending, because you saw a lot of, you know, the real darkness of Dunwall, as bad as Dunwall could get when you were in high chaos. But anyways, let's just continue.
Dowd, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Dowd. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
And of course, immediately we get to see that the outsider is up to his old game of being purposely vague and just sitting back and watching the entertainment unfold in front of his eyes. And while I think about it while I'm explaining things, I'm going to turn my notifications off, as I'm sure it's quite annoying to see. But anyways, we're here at the Rothwild slaughterhouse, as you heard or maybe have seen, and you can see in the background now. This game is going to be very, very much darker in my opinion, because now they're delving into the whaling part of the whale oil punk sort of theme of the game. But anyways, a captain of industry, Bundry Rothwild, is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. So there we go, we have our first parallel with the name. Infiltrate the slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name. So this is where the outsider is going to get his fun. He's going to see what we can find out about Delilah, how we can make our own ending for ourselves. So let's actually figure it out.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets, Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild, a former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Favors. As Dodd, you can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. So this is kind of a variant on the shop that you did between missions as Corvo. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects on a mission, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. This is actually really cool, and you'll see it here if you go over. You can screw around with the upgrades right away, but you can go right over these favors here. You can grab yourself a save code for one, a stolen rune, and silent sabotage here. I think it's really cool. Let's see here. A bribe worker will disconnect the security on the refinery valves. Using the valves will not so long. Oh, I definitely want this one here. You'll see about that. Why? I'm going to just buy all the favors because you might as well explore as much as you can here in the missions. And I think I'll be buying some sleep darts for sure here. And let's see, I have 2 of each of those. That's fine, I'll get more in a little bit later. I will buy 2 rewiring tools, and I think what I'm going to do is actually buy, let's see, what do I want to buy here? I want to buy combat sleep dart here, and I think I'm also going to buy Rispo range. I think that might be good for us, a good grab if you will. But anyways, we can exit now and actually go into the mission. I think this is a really cool thing that they added. Nice little gimmick, a little bit different from the shops because you obviously don't have that access now. But anyways, we're going to start nonetheless here. So once again, you can see all of our mission clues here. We can select them as we go along since we have a ton of them now. And we'll try to do as much as we possibly can here. Let's see what we can do though.
Dowd, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, The butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
And there we go right away. We are launching right into the action here. We get to start off with a rune, which is nice. We actually already have another one, which is even nicer. But what we're going to do here, see, as you can see, we have sort of similar powers here. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to buy Shadow Kill and then Summon Assassin. That might be really good. Let's see. That might actually be good. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Summon Assassin for sure here. You just throw them into combat there and they'll help you out. And, oh, whoops, I thought I had 2 runes. Oh well. Either way, we'll get the Shadow Kill in a little bit. It's nice because I'm going to be killing enemies here. I'm pretty sure of that. But once you go and kill enemies, they turn into shadow. So it's kind of nice to turn them into dust when you're going along here. But anyways, let's see. Let's take our blink out here just straight out because I do want to, as you can see, there's our butcher down there, which is a new enemy we have. And what they are is there's some pretty crazy enemies. They have these huge spinning blades that are pretty nuts, and if you are not careful, they can body you into a corner, and then you're kind of screwed in that regard. But let's actually take this guy out and just start freaking people out here. Instead of the crossbow, actually, you know what, we might actually leave him alive for a second. The cool thing about Dot is you have some new weapons, and because you have new weapons, you can sort of explore different possibilities as far as different ways to get through levels and such. But anyways, let's actually see where this guy is. The Void Gaze is pretty much like what Corvo had for Dark Vision here. And I can't actually see this guy through the wall, so that is kind of worrying me. But let's actually switch back over here and blink. That was okay. What we can do is we're going to cancel the blink for a second. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slip inside here where that guy can't see me anymore. And I will switch to my Void Gaze because I do not want to screw around too much and mess up. Oh shoot, this guy saw me. Maybe not quite, but definitely enough for him to get suspicious of us. And that's no good. So let's actually get up on this ledge and see if he comes over here. I guess not. So can you not see enemies in the Void Gates? That kind of sucks. Let's actually check our powers here. See in the dark and see locations. Oh, okay. So we needed to upgrade this to level 2, which we couldn't do in the first place. Which kind of stinks, but either way, we're going to continue through. I think that guy... I'm not sure if this guy comes up here or not, but either way, we're sort of crack-a-lacking along here, and we'll be fine as we go. Might actually want to use that bottle to distract him to see if we can go and kill him, but right now I'm not too worried. That was very close. Let's see if we can... Alright, well, we're going to get our wrist bow out just in case, but I'm going to see what I can do to assassinate this guy. Let's see. Can we lean and see him here? Where'd he go? Oh, son of a bitch. That's not good. Alright, well, what we can do here, first of all, is fight. Unfortunately, we let this guy know what was going on here, and that means that more people are going to be coming out and up to my position. Unless they're not, which I find weird because there is a guy. Ah, he's right here. And we will kill him because right now I'm not worried about chaos or anything similar to that. I'm more worried about just getting through and doing my best, obviously. Oh, we got ourselves a book here. So once again, there's a lot of books actually around here, and it's kind of cool because once again, it sort of proves the game is such a rich lore that is sort of untapped if you're not looking for it. But in my case, I'm going to be doing my best to look for as much as I can. And where the hell did this bone charm go? There was a bone charm above me or near me, and I should probably go and figure that out here because It does give you powers. Let's check here. Oh, okay. It's right on the other side of me, so I have to go back upstairs. That's fine. No problems there. Let's switch back to Blink. You've just watched an episode from my Let's Play of the Knife of Dunwall DLC for the game Dishonored. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you feel like discussing things. If you liked it, like it. And if you want more, subscribe. But either way, I will catch you in the next episode. See you guys later.